In this video, I'm going to be going over the top 10 winning dropshipping products in June of 2026. We're going to be going over a competitor's Facebook ad. We're going to be going over their product page and an AliExpress listing, so you're going to have everything in one place. Before we begin, if you're looking for one-on-one help with dropshipping, you can apply for my one-on-one program in the description below. I'll go over our application, and if you're a good fit, we might start working together. If you're looking to start a new Shopify store yourself, I'll leave a free trial link for Shopify in the description below, where you can get your first 3 days for free and then your first 3 months for just $1 a month. And if you're not already, make sure to subscribe to the channel and follow me on Instagram at @ecomarco. And with that being said, let's go straight into the video. Alright, so if you guys want to know how to find winning products yourself and how I found all the products for this video, the tool I use is called AutoDS. And if you guys are new and you don't know what AutoDS is an all-in-one dropshipping platform. So they do everything from product research to importing products to your store by just pasting the AliExpress link. You can do print on demand with AutoDS. You can also use it to source products and to fulfill orders. So you can basically do everything you need inside of AutoDS. But when it comes to product research, there's a few different methods you can use. So you can use their handpicked product section, which is going to show you products that they've picked out that are selling well at the moment. You can use their ad spy tool, which is one of my favorites, and here you can scroll through different ads that are currently active on social media, on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, and you can just see what other people are running, and if it's doing well for them, then you can start running it yourself. They also have a trending product section where you can find products that are currently trending, and then their newest one is called the TikTok Analytics tool, and this tool shows you all of the best selling products on TikTok Shop, and you can see the exact analytics and how many sales they're getting. You can see how much money they've done in revenue, how many units they've sold, and all of the info here is pretty much 100% accurate. So here you can find products that you know for sure are selling well. So those are some of the ways you can use AutoDS to find products. And if you want to use AutoDS as well, I'll leave a link for it in the description. And if you sign up to that link, you're going to get your first 3 days for just $1. So you can test it out and see if you like it. And with that being said, let's go straight into product number 1. All right, so the first product for this video is this escape-proof cat harness. And you can see what it does in the video. You basically just put it on, and then you can put a harness on your cat and you can just take it for a walk without having to worry about it running away. So interesting product and a pretty simple ad as well. They're basically just showing the product in use. It's not a complicated ad, but it gets the point across and it shows you exactly what the product does, which is the most important. So this has been around since the 25th of March and it's got 2.3 thousand likes, 159 comments and 167 shares. And when you take a look at the comments, you always want to see what people are saying about it to make sure people are actually buying the product and they're not just liking the ad. So here we can see this person says they have 2, but they say that they wish they got it in smaller sizes. So that's one thing you can do on your site. You can make sure you just have a short text explaining that a smaller size will probably fit better, but we do see people are buying it. This person as well says they have one and they love it. And again, they're saying they wish they bought the smaller one. So that's definitely something you want to put on your site. Great product. This person bought 3 of them. This person says got one. So we can see that people are actually buying the product and they're actually liking it. And when you go over to their site, and this is what their website looks like. So they have a pretty good looking product page. They have some videos here, a bit of a description with some GIFs here. They have a sticky out the car button, which is good. They have some reviews here, frequently asked questions, and then more reviews at the bottom. So overall, a pretty good looking product page. And they're selling one harness for $49.90, but they're selling 2 for only $60. So they have a pretty good offer here. And they're charging about $5 for shipping. So the total price comes out to $55. And we have the exact same product on AliExpress for $9.05 and about $5 for shipping. So in total, it's going to be about $14. So the margins on this are going to be really good. It's more than a 3x markup. And this listing's had 89 sales, 1 review, and a 5-star rating. So it should be good quality. And yeah, this is a great product to test out. You can try out different offers where you just sell 1 or you do a similar offer to them where you sell 2 for just a little bit more. Because if you add 2 to cart, it's probably not going to cost you much more because you're already paying for shipping for the first one. So shipping out 2 is not going to be much more expensive. And this product has a huge market. So if you can make it work, you're going to be able to scale it quite a bit. And that's why I think this has a lot of potential. And let's move on to the next one. Before we move on to the second product, I just wanted to remind you guys that I have a free AI store builder. So if you don't already have a store and you're looking to start one, this is the easiest way to start your own store and it's completely free. So all you have to do is just click the link in the description and just fill out your info and the AI is going to do everything for you. It's going to build the entire store and it's completely free. So if you're looking to start a new store, make sure to use it. And let's move on to product number 2. All right, the next product is this hole puncher and this ad is a little bit long. It's about 1.5 minutes. So we're not going to watch the entire thing, but as you can see here, you can basically use this product to just punch holes in whatever material. So usually it's going to be leather. So this is an improved version of the regular hole puncher and it does the same thing a lot better and a lot easier. So it's definitely something that a lot of people need. And this ad's been around since the 6th of April and it's got 7.6 thousand likes, 558 comments and 490 shares. And when we take a look at the comments, we can see a lot of people are saying that they like it. This person says just bought one. I love mine. I was skeptical, but I'm so glad I bought one. Game changer. So we can see a lot of people are actually buying the product and they're liking it. And when we go over to their site, this is what their product page looks like. So again, it looks pretty good. They have some reviews here. They have some customer photos here, some GIFs showing the product and showing how it works, a bit more description and images, a bit more description here, and then a you may also like section and then some reviews at the bottom. So pretty good product page overall. overall. And they're selling one of these for $49. And again, they have a really good deal for two at $69. And on AliExpress, we have the exact same product for $6.05 and $2 for shipping. So about $8 in total. There's a few different color options, and this is inside over 500 sales, 90 reviews, and a 4.7 star rating. So the quality is definitely good. The margins are really good. They're getting it for $8, selling it for about $50. So around $42 of margin per sale. So I'm sure they're really profitable. And yeah, this is another great product to test out. And let's move on to the next one. The next product is this bark deterrent, and it basically just emits a high frequency sound that we can't hear, but dogs can, and it stops dogs from barking. So it's a big problem solver for a lot of people. I don't know if it's the most ethical thing. I don't think it's too pleasant for dogs, but it does solve a problem for people, especially if there's a lot of stray dogs that live in their area. And this ad's been around since the 17th of March, and the ad's very simple. It's just someone showing how the product works, and it's got over 6,000 likes, 500 comments, and 491 shares. And again, the comments are very positive. People saying that it works. I got one and it works sometimes. And we have a lot of people saying that it works a few times, but then the dogs get used to it. And some people saying that it doesn't work at all. So it definitely depends on the case and the dog, but it's clearly selling well. And this is what their site looks like. So they're selling it for $35. And they have a pretty good looking product page with some GIFs showing the product in use, a bit of description explaining how it works, a comparison with others, frequently asked questions, and then some reviews at the bottom. So pretty good looking product page. And they're charging $4.99 for shipping. So the total price comes out to about $40. And here we have it on AliExpress for $11.87. Now the shipping looks like it's not available from this supplier anymore, but literally yesterday it was, so I'm sure you can find a different one. And this listing has over 700 sales with 58 reviews and a 4.6 star rating, so it's clearly selling and the quality should be good. And as you saw, these guys are selling it for about $40 and you can get it here for about $12. So there's about $28 of margin per sale, which is really good. And yeah, this is another great product to test out, and let's move on to the next one. The next product is this electric grill cleaner, and you can see in the ad what it does. It basically cleans your grill perfectly in seconds, and that's a huge problem solver, especially now during spring and summer. People are going to be out and they're going to be using their barbecue and they're going to need something like this. So again, the ad is very simple. It's just showing the product in use and just showing how it works and just explaining more about the product. And the ad's been on since the 17th of April, and it's got over 13,000 likes, 1,000 comments, and 700 shares. So insane metrics. It's doing really well. And when you take a look at the comments, we can see a lot of people saying that it's a great idea, people tagging each other, people saying I want one, someone saying they have one and they love it, more people tagging each other, works great, etc. So we can see that there's definitely a lot of demand for it and it's selling. And this is what their site looks like. So again, pretty similar to the other ones. Some GIFs showing off the product in use, some customer videos here, a comparison, frequently asked questions, a risk-free guarantee, and then some reviews at the bottom. So yeah, overall a pretty good looking site, and they're selling it for about $75. And they have a currency converter, so it's in my local currency, but this comes out to about $75. And on AliExpress, we have the same product for $27 with free shipping as well. So the margins are really good. There's about $50 of margin per sale, and the product seems to actually do what it's supposed to do, and it looks like it's good quality. So this is another great product to test out now while we're in spring and heading into summer. So if you're going to be testing this one out, I would suggest you test it as soon as you can. And let's move on to the next one. Next product is this golf grip trainer, and what this does is it basically helps people hold their golf club better, which is really good because the audience of people that play golf usually has a lot more money, because your target audience here, who are people that play golf, in most cases have a lot of money and they're willing to spend it to get better at golf. So selling any product in the golf niche is really good, and this product does solve a big problem for those people, and they're going to be willing to pay. They have a pretty good ad that shows the product in use and it shows how it helps you. They have some decent animations as well, so pretty good ad overall. And it's got 11,000 likes, 383 comments, and 295 shares. And the comments seem very positive. This person says they have one and it definitely works. This guy bought 2 of them. He says they work amazing. Just bought one and now my boyfriend wants one, etc. So there's a lot of positive comments and people saying that they bought it. A lot of people saying that they bought more than one. And this is what their site looks like. So they have a really good looking site. It's very branded towards golf. So, and yeah, they have some videos from customers here, a bit of a description here, how to use section, some bundles, frequently asked questions, and then reviews at the bottom. And they're selling one for $35, but if you buy 3, it's $29 each. And if you buy 5, it's $25 each. And they're charging $4.99 for shipping. So the total price comes out to about $40 for one. And we have the same product on AliExpress for only $3.16 and $2 shipping. So about $5 in total, which is insane because the margin on this is about $35 on a $40 product. And there's a lot of room for quantity discounts as well. So it doesn't have any reviews, but there's really not much that can go wrong here. And it does seem to be a bit newer. So I would definitely give it a go. And yeah, this is another great product to test out now during spring and summer. So make sure to test this one out as soon as you can. And let's move on to the next one. The next product is this anti-slip shower mat. And obviously it's supposed to help people not slip in the shower. They have a bit of a longer ad, about 1.5 minutes. So we're not going to watch the entire thing, but it basically shows people kind of slipping and falling in the shower. And then it shows off their product and shows how it helps. So that's basically it for the ad. And this ad's been around since the 12th of March. And it's got over 5,000 likes, almost 400 comments, and 333 shares. And the comments are very positive. Just bought one of these, very impressed. Got this, it's brilliant. We bought got one a year ago and it's serving us well. Love mine, etc. So a lot of people are buying it. And when we take a look at their product page, they're selling these for $74.99, which I think is insane. But it's clearly converting, and they do have Afterpay. So if you're going to be selling a product like this for, I'm sure a lot of people are buying it through Afterpay. And yeah, they have a very basic looking product page. They have a few different colors and they have a bit of a quantity discount, but it's nothing special. I think with the margins that they have, they could have easily had a better deal here. So that's something you can test out. And yeah, this is what their description looks like. So nothing special. And then they have related products here and reviews at the bottom. And that's basically it. And as I said, they're charging $75 for this. And we have the same product on AliExpress for $13 and $2 shipping. So about $15 in total. Which means they have about $60 of margin per sale, which is absolutely insane. And this listing's had over 1,000 sales and it has 168 reviews and a 4.7 star rating. So the quality of the product should be good. And you have all the different color options here. And there's two different sizes, but I think they're basically, it's only like a 2-inch difference. So I would probably only sell the bigger version. And yeah, as you saw, the product has really good margins. There's a lot of people buying it in the comments, and it definitely solves problem for people, especially older people. So that's who I'd recommend you focus on in the marketing. And yeah, let's move on to the next product. All right, the next product are these shoe insoles. And as with all insoles and products, this ad is a little bit more complicated. There's a lot more editing going on, animations, stuff like that. That's exactly what you need for a product like this. And it goes on to explain how this product helps and why it's better than similar ones. So that's it for the ad. And this has been around since the 18th of March. And it's got over 3,000 likes, 518 comments, and 337 shares. And in the comments, we have a lot of people saying they bought it. This person says they bought it and they can already feel a difference. We have people tagging each other, etc. So comments are looking pretty good. And this is what their site looks like. So they're selling it for $29.99. It says it's sold out for some reason. So, and this is what their description looks like. So they have some before and after images and a bit of text, some reviews, frequently asked questions, and some related products and more reviews at the bottom. So not the best product page. Honestly, there's a lot more that they could have done here, but that's where you guys can improve. And as I said, they're selling it for $29.99 plus shipping. So probably about $34.99. So probably around $35. And we have the same product on AliExpress for $4.17 with $2 shipping. So about $6 in total, which is going to leave you with about $29 of margin, which is really good for a $35 product. And this has had 91 sales, 12 reviews, and a 4.9 star rating. So the quality is really good and the product does what it's supposed to do. So this is another great product to test out because the market is huge. The margins are great and there's a lot of room for you to do quantity discounts. So this is another good product to test, and let's move on to the next one. All right, the next product is an anti-snoring mouth guard, and this ad is quite a bit more complicated. It's almost 4 minutes long, so we're not going to watch the entire thing. It focuses on kind of how snoring is bad for you. And then later on in the ad, they show the product and how it helps solve the problem. So for a product like this, you're definitely going to need a bit more complicated of an ad, and you're going to have to put in a bit more effort, but it is what it is. And this has been around since the 25th of March, and it's got 2.7 thousand likes, 148 comments, and 189 shares. And when we take a look at the comments, this person says they bought one, this person says they bought two, and we have some people asking how the product works. So that's it for the comments. So that's it for the ad. And this is what their product page looks like. So they're selling the product for $44.95, but they're doing a buy one get one free for $44.95 as well. So the buy one is just kind of a decoy price to get people to buy this one and to make this look like a better deal. And this is what their description looks like. So a lot of images of customers using the product, bit of a longer form description where it kind of talks about how the product works. And we have some more customer videos at the bottom and some more reviews. And that's about it for the product page. And we have the same product on AliExpress for $2.92 and $2 shipping. So again, about $5, which for a $45 product is amazing. And if you're going to be shipping out too, it's probably going to be about $8 to $9. So even then your margins are going to be really good. And this listing had 195 sales, 3 reviews, and only a 3.7 star rating. And they wasn't able to find a better one, but if this one isn't the best quality, so the quality on this one could be a bit questionable, but it's only 3 reviews, so it's kind of hard to say. But either way, I would try to find a better supplier before you start selling it. So you can try to source it through AutoDS, and they should be able to give you better quality. Yeah, this is another great product that solves a huge problem for people. It has really good margins and the market is really big. So if you do end up scaling this, you should be able to take it pretty far. So yeah, that's it for this product, and let's move on to the next one. All right, the next product is this rechargeable ceiling light, and this basically allows people to put a ceiling light on wherever they want, not having to worry about the installations or anything like that. So it solves a big problem for people, especially people that rent and they don't want to, invest anything into the house. It's going to give them a very simple solution to a pretty big problem, and it's not going to cost them much. So really good product and pretty simple ad just showing the product in use. And the ad's been on since the 11th of March, and it's got almost 10,000 likes, 500 comments, and 676 shares. And the comments are very positive. So people say, I love these. I have them in the stairway to the basement. These are awesome. Bought 6. I have one. They're legit, but you have to recharge it like every other day. So that's probably a little bit annoying, but that's one thing that you could potentially improve upon later later on if the product starts selling. Dang, that's pretty cool. Beats the hell out of calling an electrician. And that's definitely a huge angle you can go for as well, where people can save money and the inconvenience of having to call an electrician. So yeah, that's it for the comments. And this is what their site looks like. So they have the product listed at $43.99, but they only sell it in a 2-pack, 4-pack, 6-pack, and 8-pack. So they're definitely going on quantity. And for a product like this, it really makes sense, because I'm sure no one's going to buy just one of these. And this is what their description looks like. So they have a pretty decent looking description, just showing how to install the product, how they're different than others, frequently asked questions, and then reviews. And that's pretty much it for the product page. And on AliExpress, we have the same product for $12.70. Now, for some reason, it's no longer available on this listing, but I literally found it 2 days ago and it was. So I'm sure it's either going to be available again soon, or you can find a different supplier. But this listing had 256 sales and 24 reviews and had a 4.8 star rating. So the quality should be good. And yeah, this is a really good product with a huge market, really good margins, really good potential to sell multiple. And it's something that you could brand later on. So yeah, this is another really good product to test out. And the next product is this pipe thread cutting tool, which is supposed to help people that are into plumbing. Now, I don't understand too much about it, but we can see that it's definitely solving some sort of a problem for them. And this ad has insane engagement, so there's definitely a lot of demand for this. And the ad's very simple. It's only 30 seconds and it's just showing the product in use. Basically no editing, and it's been on since the 17th of March, and it's got over 60,000 likes, 1.7k comments, and 5.1k shares. And these guys don't have a regular site, they just have an order form where you can just put in your info and orders. So they're selling it in sets of 1, 2, and 3, and they do have like 3 reviews here at the bottom, but that's basically it. And they're selling one set for $39.99, and on AliExpress, one set is $2.11. Again, as with the last product, it's no longer available, but the shipping was about $2 if I remember, so in total it's going to be about $4, and they're selling it for $40, so that's literally a 10x markup. And this listing, so the margin is insane, and this listing's had over 1,000 sales, 109 reviews, and a 4.8 star rating, so the quality should be good. And as you saw, the engagement on the ad is insane. It has over 60,000 likes, so there's definitely a lot of demand for the product. So this is another great product to start testing, and this is also the last product for this video. So if you guys enjoyed, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. For one-on-one help with dropshipping, or if you're starting on your Shopify store yourself, check out the links in the description. And if you're not already, make sure to follow me on Instagram at @ecommarco. And that's gonna be it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next one.